MP, how you feeling?
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. The starters for the Golden State Warriors. Butler and Draymond are the 3 and the 4. Stephen Curry is out there with DeAnthony Melton. But talk about when coaches can tell if they've got it or not.
Well, unless you're a defending champion, a few games won't tell you much. What coaches are looking at now is how the players gel together and if they can produce consistent results.
Let's head to the sidelines for more on MP's historic performance.
Well, he is still basking in the glow of that record-setting game, the all-time mark for blocks. He was sending them packing all night long. A performance for the ages. Back to you guys.
What a game. Thanks for that. Good stuff. All the talk around the NBA, Grant, that quadruple double from MP.
I still can't believe he did it, B.A. MP doing it all for his team. And everyone in this crowd is here to see him tonight.
From behind the arc. Sharp, no good. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Pass to Curry. Melton outside. Now Alvarado. Now here's Curry. 5 on the clock. Good. And the assist goes to MP. Curry's got 7 points in the game.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Blazers trail by 5. Outside Sharp. Pass to Klingon. Holiday taking his time here. 5 to shoot. Three-pointer Sharp. Rebounded by Green.
Well, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Portland moving it around. Sharp against MP. Holiday from long range.
With less than a handful of games completed, Richard, we're starting to see teams emerge.
You usually need about 10 games or so to figure out who's going to compete in their divisions. Numbers tend to regulate themselves over a couple of months.
So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Stephen Curry's out there with MP. Then it's DeAnthony Melton. And there's Porzingis, and it's Green in at the power forward. Now here's Melton. Nothing on the board. A nice shot by MP.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. 9-point game. And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. deep on the wing. The kick out to Holiday. Curry with the steal. Pass to Green. Here's Melton. Good, and it's Green. Picking up the assist. And it's an 11-point Warrior lead.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Holiday finds Sharp. And the rejection by MP. And the league is still buzzing, Greg, about MP. Registering a quadruple double.
One of the greatest all-around games in league history. MP is an incredible talent, and you know he'll put on another show here tonight.
And for the Trailblazers, they're shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. A shot by Sharp. Nobody around. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. The Portland Trailblazers, in year 3 of a rebuild, wins are hard to come by in the loaded West. But acquiring young, talented players like Denny Avdia is a nice start. He said, quote, "The team is young."
Akon and Young Jesus.
Now here's Holiday, trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And so in the game for the Warriors, they've got Draymond Green. Stephen Curry is out there with MP. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Melton in at the small forward position. And here in the early season, Tim, what are you watching from these teams now?
Well, I'm looking, BA, for roles and how they have evolved and changed from a year ago. It's amazing how much difference just one season can make, putting guys in better position to succeed.
How much will rotations change through the months now?
Significantly. I think coaches are trying to find out who they can trust as you get deeper into the season.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. All defensive guard Drew Holiday talked about guarding some of the younger players coming into the league, and he said the game has changed significantly. They morphed with it. They're quick, athletic, and they all play the game a lot differently than when I came into the league. Back to you.
A new day. Allie, thank you. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Portland. Damian Lillard comes in for Holiday. And a new group getting ready for...
Time changes, new faces, old best friends, new strangers, new what? Tell me what you came for you and me. It doesn't matter what you've done, it matters where you want to be. Let it rain, let it rain, let it rain. Open the floodgates of heaven.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball.
And so much to take in during the start of the season, Richard. It's hard to not overreact at times.
You got to remember that everything is going to get blown out of proportion in the first week. Give it some time, let it breathe before everyone jumps to conclusion.
Clock at 6. Avdia from outside.
And so far, they've done a great job preventing points in the paint.
And his first miss of the night. Now 2 of 3 on the floor for the Warriors. They've got Moses Moody. He's out there with MP. Al Horford out there with Gary Payton II. And it's Santos in at the 4. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Stolen by MP. Something that MP has that not many other rookies can claim: championship experience. MP was a key member for his team that won a title in the European League.
Yeah, and there's no substitute for experience like that. MP might be a rookie, but to have played in a European Championship game is something that goes a long way as far as composure on the court.
Let's check in with our...
Blazers on offense, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, you saw the communication breakdowns defensively, just giving up way too many open looks.
Well, they say film doesn't lie. You can just imagine these guys watching this film. It's going to be an ugly sight for sure.
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They've got MP. Also, Moses Moody out there. Horford is out there with Payton, and it's Santos in at the 4-man position. And with it.
It's gonna wash away, turn to the cross today. All the pain, all the hurt, he'll take it all away. San Jose, California, that's my town. Mama say you in his soul, that's a jewel on your crown, yeah. Going up, 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 in a way, yeah. Stupid Satan, know my team don't ever play, yeah. They killed my king and put him in.
All right, Stan, what's something you have your eye on at the start of the season?
Well, every year we have a new rule or some kind of change in the officiating that affects how games are played and called. So it's something to watch.
On the floor for the Warriors, Moody is out there with MP. Then there's Gary Payton II. Then there's Al Horford. And it's Santos in at the power forward position. Payton, no good.
He's got to be mad at himself. You won't get a better look than that.
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They've got Moses Moody.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
On the floor for the Warriors, MP is out there with Moody. Then there's Gary Payton II. Then there's Al Horford. And it's Santos in at the power forward position. When you look at the career of Damian Lillard, he's provided some unforgettable moments, Grant.
Oh, yes, he has, B.A. And I remember you were on the call for one of those moments. That unfathomable series-ending buzzer beater he hit against the Thunder.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks. Jeremy Grant began his career as an activity role player, but he's been adding layers. He said at the start, whatever I needed to do to get on the court, whether it was defense, rebounding, blocking shots, I was going to do it. I wanted to see what I was capable of, so I put a lot of work in expanding my role. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. All the talk around the NBA. Grant, that quadruple double from MP.
I still can't believe he did it, B.A. MP doing it all for his team. And everyone in this crowd is here to see him tonight.
And continues his perfect night. It's unreal. I just hope he doesn't believe in the announcer's jinx.
Well, the Trailblazers shooting just 25% from the field in the first quarter. The shot by Lillard, no good. So it's the Warriors now. They're coming off a win against the Nuggets.
They were lights out from beyond the arc, and they spaced the floor beautifully in that one.
Yeah, and that made it difficult to stay connected to their shooting.
And Portland has possession, following the score by Golden State. Shot to stop the run. It's rebounded by Golden State. Alvarado's got his 5th rebound in this one. There's 37 seconds left in the first. Fade away. Portland with a rebound. They come into this one following the loss to Minnesota.
One thing we saw from them that game, and we see it around the league, an over-dependency on the 3-ball.
But during that specific game, you'd love to say, hey, stop shooting threes, but obviously that's a big part of their identity. Yeah, he has had a hard time finding rhythm this quarter, just cannot get one to go.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends.
That'll count. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good.
And just nails the 3. Way to close the quarter.
And with the clock almost at 0, it's great awareness on his part.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding a massive 34-point lead to end the quarter. And their 3-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. Back after this. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They've made an effort to get out and run, using their speed in transition and scoring before the defense can get set.
And then there's the points off turnovers. They've really made the other team pay when they've lacked ball security.
You know, words sometimes don't do justice to MP's greatness on the court, Grant. But how about numbers? A 20-20-20 triple-double.
Oh, B.A., the kind of stat stuffing we'd only seen before from Wilt Chamberlain and Russell Westbrook. He's lighting up box scores, opponents, marquees, you name it. He is here to shine.
Thibault and Grant are at the forward spots. Scoot Henderson out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Williams in at the center position. That's the group for Portland starting the second.
Yeah. Let me see what type of vibe we got.
Here's Lillard. He chipped in with 13 points in his last game. Grant, we're still early on in this new season. I imagine it can be difficult to get back into the flow of things.
You know, B.A., you're spot on. It definitely takes some time to get used to the grind of the season again. You know, between the traveling, the hotel rooms, changing time zones. But you find your flow again eventually.
Thibault and Grant are at the forward spots. Henderson out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Williams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Portland. You know, words sometimes don't do justice to MP's greatness on the court, Grant. But how about numbers? A 20-20-20 triple-double.
Oh, B.A., the kind of stat stuffing we'd only seen before from Wilt Chamberlain and Russell Westbrook. He's lighting up box scores, opponents, marquees, you name it. He is here to shine.
Look, the defense has to be smarter than that. They can't afford to give Lillard 3 opportunities at the line.
You know, off the court stand, Damian Lillard has another career going as a rapper.
Well, B.A., I've enjoyed a few tracks, though I prefer his performance on the hardwood where his shooting and scoring do all the talking.
Now here's Alvarado. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. He was unstoppable.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, Damian Lillard talked about what it would mean to his legacy to win a title. He said, my body of work does speak for itself. I don't think I have to prove it to anybody. It's more for myself, honestly. And I just want to be like, yeah, I've done all these things, but I want a championship too. Back to you.
Chasing that ring. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. Here's Henderson. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. That shot missing.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Outside Porzingis. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Lets it go from 11. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Porzingis has got 11 points. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Grant outside. Here's the pick from outside the arc. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Alvarado's got rebound number 8 now. All the talk around the NBA, Grant, that quadruple double from MP.
I still can't believe he did it, B.A. MP doing it all for his team. And everyone in this crowd is here to see him tonight.
Now here's Henderson. No made baskets yet. Grant outside. Williams with the screen. Kept alive. Oh, MP with a block.
Wow, MP was ready for the shot and timed the block to perfection. Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Now here's Lillard. Oh, MP with a block. And the Warriors pushing it up now. Pass to Moody. Back to MP. There's the triple. Hits a three-pointer. MP's got 32 points in the game. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Warriors?
Well, those early blocks are key. They are intimidating their opponents and making them hesitant.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break.
And that one's good. Porzingis.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
They double him with Moody. Portland has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. Here's Henderson. And it comes off the front of the rim.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
We are all still talking MP's triple-double, Grant. A 60-20-10 game. My goodness.
Oh, as if 60 points isn't enough. MP adding in those 20 rebounds, 10 assists. Come on, B.A. That's just not fair.
Williams, a screen on MP. Pass to Thibault. Shot clock at 5. Here's Lillard. The rebound by MP. Alvarado's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Count that bucket. Porzingis has got 15 points.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
And so here's Portland. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Out to Lillard. to stop the run. Warriors with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Moody from outside. Thibault with the board. Pass to Williams. Now here's Lillard. The 3 is up. Lillard can't get that one to fall.
Yeah, and they're fighting to get back in this one, but unfortunately, he just keeps coming up empty.
Here's Henderson. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle. And that's how you defend. Glad we had a chance to see a replay of that block again.
Oh, my, and that was textbook defense. Positioning himself well to send it back.
And a new group getting ready for Portland. Klingin, he's checked in for Williams. Kamara comes in for Grant. Avdia, he's checked in for Thibault. And Drew Holiday is subbed in for Henderson. Curry, he's checked in for the Warriors. Here's Lillard.
So, Greg, here we are, just about a week into the NBA season. The regular season comes at you fast.
I mean, the games start coming fast and furiously right out of the gate. But you wonder how we made it through summer without getting to see any NBA action.
And Golden State looking at who they've got. MP out there with Stephen Curry. Then there's Moody, and there's Porzingis, and it's Santos, and at the power forward.
And after seeing a 3 hit on the other end, Steph reminds people who he is.
And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, they came into that game a little flat for whatever reason and just couldn't tap into the energy you need to compete.
Well, they played hard, but you could tell from their body language they did not have the confidence they needed.
Showing why he's an elite talent. Porzingis making difficult physical finishes look effortless.
And Portland making a change here. Sharp's checked in. Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Butler comes in for Moses Moody. Tim, some forget, prior to the success of Stephen Curry, the Warriors were not considered a top-tier franchise.
Well, before he arrived in 2009, this was one of the lowest all-time winning percentages, but they have built a dynasty, and they are now considered one of the most valuable franchises in all of sports.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey guys, Jimmy Butler, quite the pairing with Steph Curry, and Steph said he's like the exact opposite player of me. He's dominating the paint, I'm dominating the perimeter. Butler said, I don't think I could be a better complement to him, and vice versa. They're not leaving him ever. I'm playing in so much space. Guys, back to you.
A terrific fit. Thank you, Allie. MP with video game numbers. How about the 60, 20, and 10 triple-double?
An all-time game in league history. MP just doing everything. This guy is a human cheat code.
Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
You know, you just can't say enough about the statistical marks that MP is putting up. I mean, Greg, this is just amazing stuff. How about his 20, 20, and 20 triple-double? I've never said that before. I mean, this is incredible.
And, Kevin, something we'd only seen from the likes of Wilt and Westbrook, right? That's the kind of dynamic, prolific dominance you've got to exhibit to manufacture a stat line like that.
And the league is still buzzing, Greg, about MP registering a quadruple-double.
One of the greatest all-around games in league history. MP is an incredible talent, and you know he'll put on another show here tonight.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, plenty of anticipation in Portland for this summer when the WNBA will return to the Rose City. The Fire will reclaim the name from Portland's initial 2-year WNBA run from 2000 to 02. And this summer, with the momentum around the league, the hope is that flame will endure.
A new beginning. Okay, Shams, thank you for the report. Here's Klingon. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Holiday's got 6 points in the quarter.
And I love Holiday's shot selection. Fantastic at realizing when he should shoot off the catch.
Butler finds Curry. Good, and Butler gets the assist.
Well, that's one in the first, and now here's his second in this quarter. The defense might want to run him off that line.
Holiday looking for an opening. Outside, Avdia. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. MP passes to Butler. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Butler's gone 3 for 4 here from the field. Launches a three.
If you don't make it, you just don't make it. Everybody ain't champions. But I am. Playtime mode is the big league. Go. Playtime mode is the big league.
So it's Portland now, and a lot of spot-up shooters now, adding a one-dribble pull-up three to the repertoire.
Yeah, when you have defenders selling out to contest that catch and shoot, you got to reload, relocate, and let it fly. It's a valuable counter for those long-distance specialists.
And so in the game for the Warriors. Down low, it'll be the tenacious pair of Butler and Draymond. MP is out there with Stephen Curry, and it's Melton in at the three. Now here's Sharp. 6 to shoot. Fires from way outside.
I can't believe it. I mean, he can't buy a basket in the second period. He might want to keep the ball moving. And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Drew Holiday understands the big picture. He said, quote, basketball is a two-way sport. As much as you train offensively, you need to do the same thing defensively. Doing defensive slides, wall sits, things that help you with your legs and your base. I've done that since I was little. It helps. Back to you, BA.
An elite defender. Allie, thank you. All the talk around the NBA, Grant, that quadruple double from MP.
I still can't believe he did it, BA. MP doing it all for his team. And everyone in this crowd is here to see him tonight.
You know, words sometimes don't do justice to MP's greatness on the court, Grant. But how about numbers? A 20-20-20 triple-double.
Oh, BA, the kind of stat stuffing we've only seen before from Wilt Chamberlain and Russell Westbrook. He's lighting up box scores, opponents, marquees, you name it. He is here to shine.
And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for the Trailblazers. First chance of the year for them to go up against this Warriors team.
Too many times I told you, stop playing with me, go play with your kids. I don't want to hear no opinions from people who still got dreams of making it big. I don't really care about what you would do if you had.
1:27 left in the first half. And since their scrappy play last season, Coach, the Blazers extending the contract of head coach Chauncey Billups.
Yeah, great decision, as well as a renewed contract with the front office. Times had passed, their seats had grown hot, but nice to see that commitment to what they're building.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Butler is the 4, and Green operates as the small ball center. MP out there with Curry, and it's Melton in at the small forward. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Draymond Green is getting serious in the weight room. He said, one thing I learned is you have to lift weights. I was always naturally strong, so I was like, what do I need to lift for? These guys can't move me right now. But your body needs to be able to withstand the pounding of a long season. Back to you guys.
Okay, Allie, we thank you.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass
today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
You know, you just can't say enough about the statistical marks that MP is putting up. I mean, Greg, this is just amazing stuff. How about his 20, 20, and 20 triple-double? I've never said that before. I mean, this is incredible.
And, Kevin, something we've only seen from the likes of Wilt and Westbrook, right? That's the kind of dynamic, prolific dominance you've got to exhibit to manufacture a stat line like that.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Sharp. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss.
And offensively, they've gotten stuck on the perimeter, falling in love with the jump.
And another assist for him. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
Here's Avdia. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. MP has been leading the charge for the Golden State Warriors. He's got 8 3-pointers in the game now. What a job he's doing from long range. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Good to see you and welcome. A lopsided game through 2 quarters and a big deficit for the Portland Trail Blazers.
Well, these guys can't hit the threes. Pretty hard to win like that these days.
Maybe they went to the Dr. O'Neill's School of Shooting.
Big talk for somebody who averaged 11.9999, a.k.a. 12 points a game.
That's over a long time of years.
And now let's take a glimpse at some of the games on the upcoming schedule.
Well, looking at the Warriors, when you come out rocking with 2 straight wins, you're feeling good.
Yeah, got to keep that out of your head, though. This game presents a new challenge.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more. And in for Avdia. We'll see Grant and Kamara playing it forward. Shaden Sharp is out there with Holiday, and it's Klingon in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
We've heard the stories about Sharp and how impressive his vertical is. Now we see it on full display.
Here's Alvarado. Chalk up 2 there. MP's got 49 points in the game. MP with video game numbers. How about the 60, 20, and 10 triple-double?
An all-time game in league history. MP just doing everything. This guy is a human cheat code. Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track. Get used to seeing that over the next 10-plus seasons. MP taking flight.
Portland with the ball.
Nice adjustment there, going to the full court press, trying to ratchet up the pressure here a little bit.
Payton against Sharp. Back to Grant. Just 5 to shoot. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Williams is checked in.
Number 35.
The Warriors shooting it beautifully here in the third. 56% from the field. And here is MP. Non-stop scoring machine here. Payton in the corner. A 3 from MP. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton.
And he continues to shoot a perfect percentage. Clearly a big reason why they're up right now.
Holiday dishes to Grant. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Grant's got his first basket.
And tough hoop there for Grant. Growing up in a hoops family, you know Jeremy had to fight for buckets playing on the driveway.
Payton in the corner. Back to Alvarado. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And the league is still buzzing, Greg, about MP, registering a quadruple double.
One of the greatest all-around games in league history. MP is an incredible talent, and you know he'll put on another show here tonight.
And Greg, you were a point guard. How has that position evolved over the years?
Well, if you think of how much more of the court that has to be covered and the style, you have to score more now to play the position. I think shooting becomes incredibly important. And then defensively, with all the switching, you got to be able to hold up against size and play all over the floor.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Back to Holiday. The Trailblazers working the ball around now. Looking to end the run. Warriors with the rebound.
Another miss. At some point, they need to tap someone else for a boost offense.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And so Holiday will bring it up for Portland. Grant outside. Holiday, a screen on Payton. Portland again missing.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
And good! There's another.
And it's 60 points again. Can't believe he's done it now 3 times.
I mean, right, 3 times. He's now tied for the 3rd most 60-point games in a single campaign. Inside, on the wing, Payton. MP from deep.
Sharp and Grant are out on the wings. Robert Williams out there with Toumani Camara. And it's Holiday in at the point. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Here's Santos. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases. Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
Here's Horford, and Horford powers it home.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
I think everybody in here is in shock. In many ways, their team just hasn't shown up.
And here are the Trailblazers now. After the Warriors picking up a basket just a moment ago. Outside Sharp. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And Williams punches it home.
Whenever he gets that close to the hoop, he finishes with authority.
From deep, MP knocks it down from distance. MP's got 18 points in just the second half.
Well, MP has been very aggressive here, looking for his own offense, generating great results.
Back to Holiday. Let's go with a 3. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. And they're up an insane amount going into the break. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. We'll be right back with you shortly. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
What a find. These are the kind of plays we've come to expect from him.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And Legs, one thing we're seeing more of these days, head coaches who weren't necessarily high-profile guys coming in.
Well, I do think when you walk into a locker room having played before, there is...
Excuse my charisma with a spritzer, swagger down pat.
Here's Lillard. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Moody is out there with MP. Then there's Horford. Then there's Gary Payton II. And it's Santos. And again for three.
Another three. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for three-point shots made. You know, you just can't say enough about the statistical marks that MP is putting up. I mean, Greg, this is just amazing stuff. How about his 20, 20, and 20 triple-double? I've never said that before. I mean, this is incredible.
And Kevin, something we'd only seen from the likes of Wilt and Westbrook, right? That's the kind of dynamic, prolific dominance you've got to exhibit to manufacture a stat line like that.
The shot by Lillard wide open. Portland again missing.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And the basket by Alvarado.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Henderson dishes to Lillard. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And so in the game for the Warriors, they've got MP. He's out there with Moses Moody. Al Horford out there with Gary Payton II. And it's Santos in at the power forward position. And Grant, when it comes to a franchise player, how much does it help to have a guy who unites the locker room?
Well, you know, B.A., when you think of guys like LeBron James or a
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
The forward spots will be Avdia and Grant. Henderson out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Williams at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Portland. MP with video game numbers. How about the 60, 20, and 10 triple-double?
An all-time game in league history. MP just doing everything.
This guy is a human cheat code. Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right
now. Good, another from three.
And all game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is no stopping his shot.
And this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game that the world never forgets. Here he's it from three-point range.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them. And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And the dunk by Grant.
Jeremy Grant, look at those ups.
Alvarado passes to Horford. MP outside. Greg, one thing that doesn't show up in the box score, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist on a made bucket is, I'm fine with that.
You know, you just can't say enough about the statistical marks that MP is putting up. I mean, Greg, this is just amazing stuff. How about his 20, 20, and 20 triple-double? I've never said that before. I mean, this is incredible.
And, Kevin, something we'd only seen from the likes of Wilt and Westbrook, right? That's the kind of dynamic, prolific dominance you've got to exhibit to manufacture a stat line like that.
Going inside. Good, that's another bucket.
And he's now tied for the fourth most points in an NBA game all time. He is knocking down everything.
It's truly one of the greatest games in league history. He cannot miss. The shot by Lillard.
And the foul called on MP. That's his third foul of the game. Klingon, he's checked in for Portland. And the Warriors making a change here. And you might think the toughest picks are set by the bruisers. But some say the shooters actually set the best screens. Why is that?
Well, the guy guarding a shooter doesn't want to leave their side. So when they screen you, you get no help.
So on the floor for Golden State, Al Horford out there with Quentin Post. Then it's MP, and it's Santos in at the small forward position. Here's Alvarado. Portland making their last shot. To the wing, right side. 6 on the shot clock. Right wing. Golden State needs to get off a shot. The 3 is up. Portland with a rebound. Klingon's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Now here's Grant. The three-pointer off the mark.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days.
Again! What an avalanche!
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time great individual performances in league history.
Who's calling it? Who's calling it? Who's calling it? Who?
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And communication is so crucial to winning basketball. Coach, teams that can get on the same page quickly, they clearly have an edge, right?
Oh, absolutely. I don't know that there's anything other than effort, maybe, that is more important to good defense than communication. The only way teams can be on the same page on how you want to cover certain situations is with great talk. It's got to be early, it's got to be loud, and it's got to be repeated.
The forward spots will be Avdia and Grant. Damian Lillard out there with Scoot Henderson. And it's Klingon in at the 5 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Catching up on the changes for Portland. Toumani Camara comes in for Grant, and Shaedon Sharpe subbed in for Henderson. And the Warriors also making a change. Spencer's checked in, back to MP. Pass to Spencer. Just 5 on the clock. And here's MP. And again for 3.
And with that made 3, he now stands alone for third most threes in a single game.
He's been locked in, and it's been lights out for him all game long, D.A. What a shooting performance. You know, you just can't say enough about this.
It's the top 5 lister, double S drifter. Then you know I came with it. If she cute with her lips shedding like missiles. Act right, you can get a Nissan Sentra. For all you the driver inside got a license, they hop up out the pot and get your top rhyme. We survive, you can only catch a whiff of. Locked in way before the top 10 when I had to.
Well, Portland's shooting a tough 22% from the field so far. Inside, we'll see Camara and Klingon. Sharpe at the 2 with Avdia playing the...
Loose. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They've got Horford. Also, Quentin Post out there. And it's Santos in at the small forward. You know, you just can't say enough about the statistical marks that MP is putting up. I mean, Greg, this is just amazing stuff. How about his 20, 20, and 20 triple-double? I've never said that before. I mean, this is incredible.
And Kevin, something we'd only seen from the likes of Wilt and Westbrook, right? That's the kind of dynamic, prolific dominance you've got to exhibit to manufacture a stat line like that.
And GA, you know, some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's just harder to defend in today's game. You have to cover so much more ground, and with the lack of physicality, it just makes it more challenging.
Portland with the ball after the Warriors pick up 3. Portland moving the ball around. Camara finds Sharpe. Down low. Shot to stop the run. And the rejection by MP.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Lets it go from deep. He got it again. Sensational. That's 91, an incredible feat.
This is just flat out insane.
And you look at the G League's impact on player development, Greg, it's become very significant.
And I think the two-way contract was a great addition as well, allowing players to contribute with the big league team while also developing in the G League. What a great combination.
And another bucket. Wow.
He's scoring at an insane level here, folks. The defense powerless to slow him down.
Yeah, he's on a mission, closing in on third place all-time in scoring.
Teams are realizing you have to account for MP on that defensive end, especially when you're going up near the hoop.
Drew Holiday's checked in for the Trailblazers. the Trailblazers with the ball. Pass to Sharp. Now Kamara. It's hauled in by MP.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
They've been looking out of sorts in the last few possessions.
And this is when you need to be patient. Find a high percentage shot and have some floor balance.
Al Horford check in for Curry.
Number 20, Al Horford.
GA, just when you think you've seen it all. Last season, a father and son playing as teammates. NBA history continues to be made with the James team.
Yeah, LeBron and Bronny James taking the court together. And if other players can emulate the longevity of LeBron, perhaps it won't be the last time we see it happen.
MP with video game numbers. How about the 60, 20, and 10 triple-double?
An all-time game in league history. MP just doing everything. This guy is a human cheat code.
Unbelievable performance. He's got a quadruple-double. And here's Holiday. Following the three-pointer by MP. Hacked on the shot. And he'll have 3 chances at the line. So we see the Warriors taking the game here to come into an opponent's building and dominate. The way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home.
80 points. Only 2 people in the history of the league have reached 80 points before tonight, MP. What are you feeling right now?
I feel pretty incredible. I'm sorry, I'm not usually at a loss for words, but I'm not sure what to say right now.
Understandable. Congratulations.
Actually, I know exactly what to say. I told you so. Anyone who doubted me, for all the people who never believed in me, look at me. And now look at you. And to any kid out there watching this right now, and you're trying to achieve something great, don't listen to the haters. They're going to lose and you're going to win. And when you do, make sure to let them hear it. Because the flowers are never as loud as the hate. That's all I got to say.
Great words, MP. Thank you so much. Kevin, over to you.
Hey, Jen, thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce,
MP's going to surprise a lot of people, man. He did a really good job going up against those guys in Europe as grown men. I think he's a really good sleeper pick for Rookie of the Year this year. Shout out MP.
Yeah,
portion shot challenges during the game.
It's called
Hit with everyone.
Not to mention the 11 assists. You rarely see that happening in big college scoring games with shorter games and all.
Okay, listen though, let's not get all carried away. I'm bigger than that guy. Just starting the kid.